What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be looking at a couple Lordhair systems and talking about how they're a little bit different, how they're similar, and what might be the right choice for you in this upcoming holiday season. This video is sponsored by Lordhair. Lordhair has an upcoming Boxing Day sale, which is on December 26th, so make sure that you go check out the link in the description below and get your best deal on a brand new hair system. Now, let's talk about these two systems. Right here, we have a S1V, which we'll talk about, and then we have a Infinity model system. Already you might be noticing that they do look a little bit different. They're both in the same exact color, which is a 4 ash, which is my color for Lordhair. So right here we have the Infinity model. Now let's flip it over and we can see that the base type is actually a poly with a French lace interior. As you guys know, this is kind of my go-to hair system of choice. This particular type of base, the French lace interior with the poly exterior. The reason for that being, as someone who exercises a lot and used to live in a very hot climate, it's made for a great compromise between being able to sweat and the unit being breathable, but also having a very easy way to install and manage a hair system. Poly is very, very easy, especially if you are using a tape like I do. So this unit right here, first off, we can compare it to this one right here. We can see that it is much denser in its actual hair quantity. So this is a medium density unit from Lordhair. This one is a medium light, which we'll talk about in a second. So this unit right here comes in many different base sizes: 6x8, 6x9, 7x9, 7x10, and 8x10. Choose the correct size for you when you're doing this. Now the base material is once again a French lace interior and a poly exterior, and the French lace is made to be a flesh type tone to match your skin. The front hairline on this, as we can see, is a CC contour, meaning that this is going to be a very young hairline. This is going to be what some people say straight across, but it's actually somewhat curved. There's not going to be any recession built into that. So this is something that you would have to do manually if you wanted to, or look at another model such as the Neo system from Lordhair if you are looking for a recessed hairline. Now this is 100% human hair. This is freestyle hair, which means it can be basically brushed and styled in any direction that you want. You can brush it back, you can brush it forward, you can brush it to the side, do anything you want with it. Now there are directional hair systems that encourage the hair to go in a singular direction, and those can be somewhat easier to manage if you know how you're going to wear your hair system. But if you don't, if you're just experimenting, a freestyle knotting is a great way to go. Now this does not have bleached knots. Bleached knots often give a more realistic appearance to a hair system, as the knots are bleached to make it look like your skin tone. Unbleached knots can be seen somewhat depending on how you wear your hairstyle, depending on how thick a system is, things like this. Personally, not that big of a deal to me at this moment in my hair system journey, but one day I may only wear strictly bleached knots. But right now, not that big of a deal to me, and for a stock system, this is a great choice. So this right here, what are the advantages of wearing something like this? Well, because it's medium density, it will last a little bit longer. This is also including regular knots, right? So this actually is going to probably last a little bit longer. Knotted lace systems, from what I've found, have lasted quite a bit longer than just poly systems. So this could be a great option if you're looking for something that has a little bit more durability to it. This is a 30 millimeter wave to the hair. As you can see, there is some waviness to this. It's a body wave, which will relax in time as you continue to wear it. Most stock systems come in a 28 to 30 millimeter rod diameter, which will give that slight body wave. So this is a great choice for someone that lives in a hot climate, for someone that wants a little bit more density in their system, wants the breathability of a French lace system while also having the ease of using a polyurethane. The poly is a little bit of a thicker poly than what we're gonna find on this right here. So the believability, if you have your hair just brushed back, may be somewhat lower. and that's okay. Often we get a little bit obsessed with just how perfect it is. This right here though is going to give you more durability. If you've watched a lot of my videos comparing hair system types and their longevity, their believability and breathability, often there's kind of an inverse correlation between their believability and their durability. So essentially you're going to be getting this trade-off no matter where you go and what you use. Now let's take a look at this unit right here. This is the S1V from Lordhair. This is a full poly thin skin unit, as you can see. This is going to have 0.06 millimeter thin skin polyurethane. This isn't the thinnest in the world. You can often find a 0.02, 0.03 unit. This is a little bit thicker. It's going to have a little bit more durability, but of course a little less believability than the 0.02, 0.03. But this is a very manageable system. Now this right here has medium light hair to it. As you can see from the quantity of hair that is inside of it, it is quite a bit thinner, but for most European descent individuals, this is probably going to be the go-to density of hair that you'll be looking for. Now this comes in one base size, 8x10 right now, and it has 5-inch long hair, just stock when you first get it, and it has a 30 millimeter rod body wave to it. This also has V loops through the entire system. Now, what is a V loop? A V loop is a way to keep the hair inside of the hair system that's used in poly thin skin units. Now, instead of knotting a piece of hair to the base to a piece of lace, with a V loop, what's done is the hair is actually injected into the base and looped back up. So it creates a V. So you're actually looking at two ends of the same piece of hair that can go in slightly different directions. Now, what can happen, of course, is they can slip out. So generally you'll find that V loops do not last quite as long as a knotted unit, generally speaking. The durability of your unit though can be dictated by how well you take care of it, how you use it, how you abuse it, things like this. You'll find as you get more experienced with hair systems that they'll last longer and longer and longer because you know how to treat them, you know how to work with them, so on and so forth. Now this does have a graduated hairline to it. And V loops are known for being more realistic because there is no knots to the front hairline. It can actually give a more believable appearance if you're wearing your hair up. So if you're really looking to go with a brushed back look at your front hairline, having V loops, having a very thin skin polyurethane unit can be the right choice for you. Of course, because this is a full poly unit like so, you're gonna find that is not quite as breathable, meaning that if you live in a hot climate, if you work out and you sweat a lot, there's a chance that you may feel itchy, that you might overheat, and you might not be super comfortable with it. My personal experience with this is in Florida, which is very hot. I was using a poly thin skin unit and working out, and I couldn't take it. I didn't enjoy it, which is why I switched to a hybrid system. However, I'm now living in Utah. It's winter, it's colder. I work out just as much. I have no problems wearing a poly thin skin unit. I'm wearing one right now and I have had zero problems. The workouts are the same. The climate's a little bit different. The humidity is a little bit different, but it seems to work pretty well for me. I honestly don't really feel that it's a hindrance. I would go ahead and wear a poly thin skin unit pretty much all year here. It's pretty amazing. So this right here is going to be a great choice for someone who doesn't live in a very, very, very hot climate and doesn't work out a lot. These are undetectable. They're very easy to install with tape, especially. The poly is a great way to install a hair system, and it makes it super easy. In my opinion, way easier than lace, and it's just much nicer to manage. This right here comes in a front CC contour. Once again, that more straight-ish round front. So a young hairline, and it's got that graduated front hairline, which really is going to be nice. It's going to show off the realism of the unit a lot more than a unit that does not have a graduated hairline. Now, Lordhair is definitely having a Boxing Day sale on the 26th, which is in a couple days from now. Please check out the link in my description below if you're interested in trying some of these units. Now, I have not personally tried either of these units yet. I'll be trying them in the future. I'll be doing some reviews, I'll be testing them, I'll be doing videos where I'm going out and trying different sports, things like this. Now, thank you once again to Lordhair. Make sure you go check out the link in the description below and let me know what you think of these hair systems. Let me know what your favorite is. Let me know what you would like to see in the future. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon.